been beautiful. Goody. Good morning. Aaron, ABVE. Yes, what a monster yesterday and in after hours last night. Wow. Unbelievable. Pulled out somewhere in the neighborhood of 400% off of that one. We are live on TikTok and YouTube. David, good morning. Stinky, good morning. Oh, let's see. Kevin got in late, 2370 to 2850. Good job. Inked for Todd, round 2, 2125 to 2725. Carrie, good morning. How about, did you guys catch Ink this morning? INKT. They put out a press release this morning at 7:30, just a few minutes before we went live here on TikTok and YouTube. So you guys might have missed it. They put out a press release right at 7:30, and the stock has gone from $7.50 to $28.70. It's been on fire, and we have been making a ton of money off of that thing. This thing looks like it wants to hit 30. This thing has been beautiful. I hope you guys caught it. Kathy, good morning over there in YouTube. So that was a big, beautiful runner for us. Over 240% so far, I think 250%. Just unbelievable for a Friday morning. Fridays are usually pretty slow, but we've gotten 2 of them this morning that were just beautiful. INKT was the latest one. That one hit us right at 7:30. And SGN, I don't know if you guys got SGN. They put out a press release this morning early, and that stock has gone over 220% on that press release. Love trading these press releases. I'll tell you what. Unbelievable. Now, we got a pullback on Ink. It's Mink Therapeutics is the company's name. INKT. It popped on the press release, pulled back, spiked up again beautifully. It just pulled back again. We know pullbacks are healthy, so we're okay. Let's take a look at ABVE again. Where'd that one go? Where did my ABVE? That one's trying to push back up. Maybe get back over 350 again. Terry, thank you. Tamika, good morning. Good to have you. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on YouTube watching us. Good morning to TikTok. I wish you could have been with us at 7:30 for that press release, but I'm sure a lot of you caught that one. SGN has pulled back somewhat here. It's still up 152% on a press release, but it has pulled back some. It was up over 220 earlier. Ink is pulling down right now again. What a monster run on that. Really good news on that one. Good morning. What's the news on Ink? Let me read that to you. Hang on just a minute. Ink announces publication of complete remission. That's an important part of that statement. Complete remission following allogeneic ink cell therapy for metastatic testicular cancer. Complete remission is an important part of that headline. And boy, did it pop off big. That ink cell therapy is a big deal. Market liked it. The market liked that news for sure. Rob, you have a great day. Olo, looks like class action lawsuit. We'll see if Inc. maybe gets some 8 o'clock volume. And pushes back up. I'd love to see this thing break 30 bucks. Oh, I dream one day I get on here and you tell me MLGO is going to run. I take it you got a little stake in that one. Did Mogo die out? Where's Mogo? Mogo's up 6%. Let me take a look at Mogo again. Look at Mogo on the 1 minute chart. Now, again, I know you can't see my screen, but everybody on Zoom can see it. We talk about this all the time. I have mentioned this, I'll bet, 200 times. Watch them on the 1 minute chart. When the news hits, you're going to get a big spike on the news. And then probably 85 to 90% of the time, that second 1 minute candle is going to pull back. And it may pull back again. And it may pull back again. That's what you're watching for. You're not trying to FOMO and jump in on that first 1 minute candle. You're waiting for the pullback. After the pullback, then it starts to climb back up. That's what you're waiting on. That's that climb back up after that initial pullback is what you're waiting on. If you watch it on the 5 minute chart, you're not going to see it visually as well as if you're watching it on the 1 minute chart. Do they always pull back after that first 1 minute candle? No. Sometimes they just keep going and they never pull back. But I would say 90% of the time, they do pull back. They pop up on the news. The news always pops them. They always pop on that first 1 minute candle. And then they pull back. You get this big sell-off on the pop. And then if the market likes the news, after it pulls back, it will start climbing again if the market likes the news. And that's what you're waiting on. So you don't jump in high. You wait for the pullback. Wait for it to start curling back up. Watch the volume, watch RSI, all the indicators that you like to confirm a reversal. That's when you jump in. And that works, 90% of the time. But if you FOMO on that first candle, you're going to get bit quite often. Sometimes you'll get lucky. And get in on that first candle and it'll keep going. But that's just luck. Life changed when I stopped watching penny stocks. I'm guessing for the worse. But we don't deal with negativity here. This is all about positivity. Chile, round 2, 24 to 27. Look at Inked. Looking for 30 on Inked. INKT. We started this one at $7.50. I think most of us got in around 13, 14. I think that's on average. That's about when most of us got in. Look at INK on the 1 minute chart. What I was just talking about. It spiked on the news. Look at this spike. Spiked on the news. It pulled back to 1151. And it was down there for a little bit. It gave everybody quite an opportunity between 12 and 14 to get in. And then it took off. Miami, good morning. Yeah, it jumped really, really quick, almost too quick to get in on that first 1 minute candle. But then it pulled back and it gave everybody a great opportunity. Let's see. Waiting to see if this thing's going to pop. And it's got a low float too. What is the float on INKT? I believe it's under 1 million. I believe it is under. Is it 770,000, 990,000 on Momo? Just a hair over 1.1 million. We're getting 990. So we're getting some conflicting numbers depending on which website you look at. But let's just say this. It's right around 1 million or less. It's right in that neighborhood, which makes it a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for a massive spike. What is the short interest on this? Oh, we have a lot of shorts in here. Let's take a look at the chart. Now, they just did a reverse split on January 28th of this year. They did a reverse split. So they've got a low float. We definitely know that. Pre-float numbers, this has spiked up over $32 a couple of times. Pre-split numbers. And as high as 200 pre-split numbers. That's skewed a little bit because it's pre-split, but and I hope I'm not confusing anybody with that jargon. Hard to borrow on Webull. Borrow rate is high. All right. Let's see here. Now, good point, Jimbo. Just remember that let's see, Mark, what is your interest? I didn't get in until 15, Mark. Vicky, happy Friday. Now, remember at 8 o'clock, for some of the newer traders, at 8 o'clock, you're going to see a lot of fluctuation in the candles on the charts. You're going to see them spiking way up, way down, way up, way down. Don't let that fool you. Don't think that the price is actually moving up like that or moving down like that. It's not. Focus in on the bid price and the ask price. That won't fluctuate like that. That'll stay real. That'll stay where it actually is. But don't pay attention to those big, massive spikes on the candle. If you see a big spike on a candle, look down at the bid price and the ask price and see if they match up to what's happening with the candle. If they don't, it's just noise. Don't pay any attention to it. It happens at 8 o'clock and it lasts for sometimes 10, 15 minutes. So don't let that fool you. I know a lot of new traders can be fooled into thinking, oh my God, this thing just spiked up. I better get in. It's running. And they jump in at a really high price, and it's not good. It's not good. So don't be fooled by that. Chris, unable to log in on Zoom. Chris, I'll have to take a look at that. You'll have to send me an email so I know what your login email is on Zoom, and then I can go in and take a look, see what the problem is. But without your email, I can't do that. And you probably don't want to share your email publicly here on YouTube. So go over to the website and send me an email. Should be on the home page at the bottom. There should be a website or an email down there. Send me an email, and let me know what your email address is that you used when you subscribed to the Zoom, and I'll take a look. All right. GOOS. We've got about 2 minutes here. BTOG. We've got about 2 minutes until we get the 8 o'clock press releases. And with any luck, we'll get a good press release here at 8 that we can share with you. And hopefully we get a big influx of volume at 8 that hits ink and pushes it up beautifully. I'd like to see it pop over $30. WLGS. I don't know if you guys are watching that one this morning. It's been moving up this morning. It was a 6 penny stock. It's up over 7 pennies now. So it is moving up a little bit. It's up about 51%. Want to see that big break at 8 o'clock. Let's see if it pops up or not. Okay, 1 minute to go. Best way to start the morning off, right there. Inked, INKT. We may not get a spike on it at 8 o'clock. I'm just being optimistic. Just trying to be optimistic this morning. My scanner. I have a scanner and watch list set up that pulls in press releases from E-Trade. All right, let's see what we got here. SBET completes direct purchase of 10,000 Ethereum. SBET, SBET. DARE, D-A-R-E, receives $6 million non-dilutive grant installment. $37.8 million to date. DARE, D-A-R-E. How about EVAX? EVAX, E-V-A-X, finalizes an agreement with EIB to convert debt into equity. That could be a good thing for them, but there's no volume there. Let's see. Provides update. Nothing there. CELZ receives notice of allowance for M cells for the treatment of heart failure and or post pathological remodeling. CELZ. CELZ. MMA. UFC Gym selects MMA Inc.'s BJJLink.com. Okay, so MMA is going up just a little bit on that news, but there's not much volume there. Final registration statement, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, so that was all the 8 o'clock press releases. Fridays are very slow for press releases, so wasn't expecting a lot there. Let's see. Dare. Let's go back and look at the ones that we did give you. Dare, D-A-R-E, received $6 million in non-dilutive financing. That one is moving up beautifully. It's up 33% on that press release. Mogo, M-O-G-O, the one we gave you earlier, that one is now moving up nicely. Let's see, what else do we got? GBH, EVAX, converting debt to equity, nothing there. Inked, I-N-K-T, pulling down here at 8. Dare, D-A-R-E. Is up 41% on that press release. Eagle, good morning. Aaron, ABVE. ABVE still moving up. Been a monster all day yesterday and after hours last night, and it's still trying to show off. Mogo still climbing. SGN pulling down. GBH. Still stair-stepping up. Let's see, cells. Cell, CELZ, this is one that received notice for allowance for the treatment, for their drug for the treatment of heart failure. SBET completes the direct purchase of 10,000 Ethereum. Still moving up. For anybody that got some of that anyway, on that press release. Cells. ABV still popping hard, man. Beautiful. ABV still pushing beautifully. We're going to break 375 here before long. Eagle, SGN and INKT. Those were the press releases that we had this morning that have done really, really well. Got a couple more here we've got our eyes on. Of course, ABV from yesterday. That's not giving up. Boy, oh boy, is that thing not giving up. 145%. Come on, baby. I said it was going to break 375, and by God, it sure did. All the way to 385. So let's go back here and look at Dare sells. Sells apparently does have a pretty low float. CELZ. Pinky got ABVE from 282 to 382. Good job, Pinky. How much fun. Let's see. Ink. Dare now starting to curl back up a little bit. Mogo. SBet. SBet pushing up still. Some of the press releases are doing okay this morning. They're doing pretty good. You know, not all of them are always going to be immediate moneymakers. Like the press release comes out and they just go bananas immediately and, you know, instant money. Sometimes that's the case. Many times that's the case. But a lot of these take time. It takes time. They have to simmer a little bit. The news comes out, they start to move, they pull back, they start to move, they pull back a little bit, and then it's just a nice, steady, constant trend up throughout the day. And sometimes you have to sit and ride that press release for quite a while to make some good money on it. Sometimes it's instantaneous, but sometimes you just you have to ride them out a little bit. Give them time. Bob, ABVE 325 to 377. Nicely done. Gitano, ABV 302 out at 4. Nice job. All right. Let's see. Go through here real quick and give you a quick update before we say goodbye and get back to our Zoom meeting. LWLGS, yeah, it's not really doing much. Gitano, thank you, Jeff. You made my morning. Gitano, that's awesome. I'm glad I could be a part of your good morning. EVAX, not doing anything. Okay, so SGN. SGN is trending down, has been trending down since 7 o'clock. That was a good early morning play, though. Real early this morning. Beautiful play on that. Over 220% increase this morning in early pre-market. Wolfpack was on top of it. Pinky, 287 to 307 on sells. Pinky is on fire this morning. Ted's half out on ABV at 394. Let's see. Oh, and before I forget, we've got a birthday. And we want to say happy birthday. Now, we've got somebody that's got a birthday on Sunday. So we're not going to be live on their birthday. So we need to get a nice early happy birthday out to Vicky. Vicky is having a birthday on Sunday. So let's all say happy birthday to Vicky and wish her a beautiful day of fun and maybe even a nice cold adult beverage. Happy birthday. Look at the happy birthdays coming in there, Vicky. Woo! Happy birthday. Look. Vicky is a Wolfpack member and has a birthday on Sunday. Bobby, Dare, 299 to 354. Good trade, Bobby. Look at the happy happy birthday. That's beautiful. Vicky, they're even doing it on TikTok. We've got a slew of happy birthdays flying on TikTok as well. Awesome. East meets West, good morning. You're getting happy birthdays across TikTok and across YouTube. Oh, nice. Sammy says second 100% runner for her. Beautiful. Look at all that. Look at all the love. ABVE 102.16% return on investment. Sammy, that is awesome. Second 100% runner. GRRR announces a 105 million registered direct offering of stock. GRRR. Look at that. Everybody saying happy birthday. Thank you guys very, very much for joining in with the happy birthday to Vicky. We try to hit everybody's birthday when they let us know. Some people don't let us know that they're having birthdays. They don't like the attention, I suppose, but we like to say happy birthday to anybody that lets us know. It's a special day for some people, you know? And it's not just a birthday, it's a birthday week or a birthday month. This is my birthday month, so I get to celebrate the whole month or the whole week. Mike says his birthday is today. Well, happy birthday, Mike. Mike's got a birthday. Mike is another Wolfpack member with a birthday today. That is brilliant. Happy birthday. Let's hit him up. Happy birthdays. Look at that. That is beautiful. Thank you guys so much for that. That is really nice to see the love getting spread around. GRRR climbing up now, pushing up on that press release. Sells 320 to 360 for Chile. Nice job. GRRR provided a business update. First, 10 days ago, they did a $105 million registered direct offering. Today, they're announcing $5.6 billion pipeline and a $1.3 billion targeted by mid-2026. They reported approximately $5.6 billion across 87 distinct opportunities. The company anticipates closing $1.3 billion in contracts by mid-2026, ranging from 3-year contracts to 15-year contracts. So Gorilla is growing, and GRRR is the ticker symbol. It's moving up a little bit. Holo, another one on Holo, announces it's purchased $200 million in Bitcoin. HOLO. $200 million in Bitcoin and crypto-related securities. With a current cumulative investment income of $34 million. So they've made $34 million off of their crypto investments. And they just announced purchasing $200 million in Bitcoin. That stock's going to go boom, boom. Low float stock. Am I wrong on the low float? HOLO. I hope you're paying attention to that one. Please pay attention to that one. Give it an eye. That's newsworthy. That's newsworthy. About a 4 million float, so it should do pretty well. Now we've gone from $6.31 on that press release to $10.62 so far. Mercer, not all stocks are going to pull back. This one is pulling back just a little bit. You see that pulling down? You see how it's pulling down there? Sean got 749 to 1002 on on Holo. Good job. Now you see how it's pulling back? There you go. That's what you're waiting on. You're waiting on that pullback. You're watching it on the 1 minute time frame. HOLO. Now it spiked very quickly on the news. Spiked on the first 1 minute candle, spiked on the second, pulled down on the second, and then dropped on the third. Now we've got the pullback. This thing retraced all the way back down to 732. It pulled all the way back down there. Now we're going to see if the market likes this news. If the market likes this news, it's going to start moving up. If the market doesn't like the news, it's going to start pulling down. And we're not in it, so we haven't lost anything. All right, Holo 820 to 1014 for Christian. Goody. Good afternoon. Wait for the pullback. And it's not just enough, and again, this is just my strategy. It's not enough to just see the pullback. We have to wait for it to start climbing back up. Because the pullback could go on for a very long time. This pullback could go on for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes and just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. We don't know. It could pull back for 2 minutes and then go, or 5 minutes and then go. We don't know. And we don't want to buy if it's just going to keep dropping. So we let it drop and then we wait for it to start going back the other direction. And if the market really likes it, it's gonna go. It's gonna be a nice climb if the market likes it. And if the market doesn't like it, then we don't want to be in it anyway. Manuel, good morning. Carrie, heading out for the day. Have a great weekend. You have a great weekend as well. Carlos, 864 to 10 on Holo. Good job, JC. So we'll see if the market likes the Holo news, HOLO. And we'll know pretty soon. We'll see it starting to climb. David, you have a great weekend as well, my friend. Evero, good morning. GM, good morning. It won't take long. We'll know here pretty soon. I mean, you could take the risk and try to anticipate the bottom, the bounce, if there's going to be one, but I find that kind of risky sometimes. I do it sometimes. I'll try to anticipate a bottom. If I get confirmation, if I'm seeing support for a little bit, I'll try to play that support. But if I've got one that's just dropping, and dropping, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it until it goes back the other direction. TGL. Take a look at TGL. What's TGL doing? Rick's telling us to look at TGL. TGL popping up nice. I don't see a press release there. I wonder what's causing that. Is there some news on that one, Rick? Treasure Global, TGL. Moving up here a little bit. I don't see any news, but it is moving. It is moving. Just FYI, just in case you want to look at it. Always makes me nervous when I don't see a press release and they're moving up like that. I like to have a catalyst. Okay. Will you take Holo? If I see that it's starting to curl, if I see that it's starting to curl and I get the confirmation that I like, everybody's got different signals, right? I like to look at volume on the 1 minute chart. How much volume's coming in? What's RSI doing? Looking at level 2, that's the big one. Checking out level 2. See how many orders are coming in on the buy side, on the bid side. Are they big orders? Are they small orders? Are they stacking up? Is it showing me that there's a lot of people wanting to get in on this thing? Is the ask side on level 2, is it pretty thin? Are there some small orders in there? Are they stacking up big? You know, there's a lot of indicators there that I like to look at before I make the decision that yes, this thing is going to start curling back up. But everybody's got their own little. Some people like to watch MACD and all different technical indicators. Everybody's got their own little thing that they like. Me particularly, I'm big on the volume and level 2. I like to watch level 2. Those are my two biggest indicators. So right now, I'm not seeing that on Holo, Holo. I'm still seeing it go sideways. I'm seeing it building some support. If you look at it on the 1 minute chart, you can see that it's building some support where it just doesn't want to go below that area. That's support. And if this continues, and the longer it holds support, the better it is. And then pretty soon it's going to bounce off that support and it's going to start going. We're about ready to break 8. Okay, well, it's time for us to go. We've got to get back over here to our Zoom meeting that's in progress. You're welcome to join us on Zoom. Go to the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, and subscribe to live trading, live Zoom trading, and then join us in Zoom. We start at 6:45 in the morning so that we're ready for that 7 o'clock press release. And we go till about 9:30-ish, something like that. We're on TikTok every day and YouTube, but it's very short, usually half an hour, 40 minutes or so. But you're welcome to join us on the website, wolfpackcommunity.com. That's the official website. And I will see all of you on social media. I'll see you on Monday morning. Monday morning. So until then, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you Monday morning. All right. Let's get